Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends on Friday, January the 25th. It's good to have you with us. We have a wonderful doctor with us today, Anand Chockalingam. Good to have you here.
Pleasure is as usual mine, Paul.
Yes, MU Healthcare, and you're a cardiologist. We have talked many times about how to keep our ticker running in good health. And I know you have told me 3 or 4 times, smile, how many times?
20 times an hour.
How many times?
20 times an hour.
Smile 20 times an hour. So I got 5 or 6 of them in there right now. But you know, it's true. Even if you're feeling bad, right, doctor? Even if you're feeling bad and down, if you smile, it makes you feel better.
Definitely.
Why is that? Why?
I think we are social creatures.
We're a social creature.
If somebody yawns, we also feel like yawning.
Right.
So when somebody smiles, intuitively the correct changes happen. That gives us more confidence to relate to that person and to ourselves better. So,
okay. Now we're in a new year. This is January of 2019. What are some of the things that we should keep in mind to keep our heart healthy this
Excellent.
year?
So every time I come here, I bring something new to the table.
Yeah.
So today I thought I'll bring a simple thing to think about. One of the best diets that will keep us healthy, feeling younger, more confident. Do you want to hear about it?
Yes, I do.
It's a diet which I would say is no diet.
No diet.
So what I'm talking about is when I went to the dentist 10 years ago, I asked, Doc, I don't enjoy brushing my teeth. Is it a must that I should brush twice a day, every day? The dentist said, no, you don't have to brush on days that you don't eat.
So the dentist told you on days you don't eat, you don't have to brush.
But I didn't take up the challenge for 10 years. So now, in the last 6 months, what I'm doing is intermittent fasting.
You're doing what?
Intermittent fasting.
Intermittent fasting.
And what it is any period beyond 12 hours that we don't get any calorie intake, we can safely say we are fasting. So many of us, if we have dinner at 6 p.m. and don't eat anything until 6 a.m. the next day,
we're fasting.
We're fasting for 12 hours.
Well, isn't that what breakfast means, breaking the fast?
Exactly.
That's why breakfast is called breakfast, because you don't eat all night long. But are you advocating that we do intermittent fasting?
We have been doing it much before we became civilized, much before our religions, much before we started agriculture 10,000, 20,000 years ago. We've been doing this as part of nature throughout our existence. You can say for millions of years. The reason is that there is a difference between starving and fasting. Starving is seeking food, going after it, but not succeeding.
Right.
So we are still anxious, waiting, hoping the next meal will come after the drought or after the famine or after the flooding or whatever challenges that our natural world threw at us throughout our history. But now, this fasting is slightly different. The food is right there on the table. We may be even helping cook it, but we are not eating it and we are putting it away for 2 more hours, 4 more hours, 6 more hours. Today, for instance, I'm trying to stay without food all day until maybe 7 p.m. That would make it 24 hours for me. So I'm drinking only water. So there's no cost. Actually, I'm saving a couple of hours of time that I would have spent in cooking or setting up the food and eating. So that time I can use towards my academic work or to chat with you today.
Is that helpful, though? Is that healthy?
All my life, I thought it was not even possible and it's unhealthy. We needed 3 meals a day. But now that I've started this 6 months ago, I can tell you it's not hurt my health in any way.
But if somebody is thinking about fasting, should they not see their doctor first? Or
Excellent question. See, many people think we need 3 meals a day at least. Unfortunately, in the last 15 to 20 years, because of more and more marketing to us, we've started having closer to 4 or even 5 meals, if you count the snacking that we do.
Yeah, we overeat, don't we?
Nowadays, throughout the world, people are overeating. So 3 meals is reasonable. And in a week, if you can go for 24 hours without any food at all, that actually is more physiological and more in tune with how our body has been designed over millions of years.
So you're saying that the body was designed, evolved into going once a week without food for a whole day?
Yes, this once a week is a construct to help us in this modern day and age. But what I'm trying to say is our ancestors did not have the luxury of opening a refrigerator
Right.
and having 24/7 access to food.
But if you fast for a day once a week, is it not throwing your body rhythm off?
It is, and that is the idea. It is to throw it is the idea is to catch the body off balance, so that the body is not prepared to be without food, but we are forcing it to be for a whole day without food. So there are numerous health benefits to it.
Like what?
First, we improve the brain connections. Brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF is a brain factor that increases, and it's like a growth hormone. Connects the brain cells much better. So over years, over decades, we'll have much lesser chance of neurodegenerative diseases like dementia. Then come to the heart. Chance of lowering blood pressure, cholesterol is so much better when we do intermittent fasting. Once a week, the effect lasts throughout the week. Same thing with the inflammation, arthritis, that goes down. If you look at
If you fast one day a week.
Yes, throughout the week the benefit will be there.
Okay, now you're a heart specialist at MU
Yes.
Healthcare.
Yes.
But are you saying that anyone could do this, or should they check with their doctor?
Yes, that question I haven't answered yet. There are a few of us who are insulin requiring diabetics. So when we are on insulin injections, then the sugar levels can drop significantly and be life-threatening. But that's a very small portion of us. Those of us who are diabetic should definitely check with our doctors. And if they are on insulin, you may have to cut the dose in half on days that you're fasting.
But check with your doctor
Yes,
first.
but most other oral pills, we can safely postpone them on days that we are fasting, even if you're diabetic. But those of us who are not diabetic, we can very safely, from the age of 18 onwards, throughout our lifetime, we can safely fast. It doesn't have to be 24 hours. Even 12 hours is good, 14 is better, 18 is excellent. Because beyond 14 hours, there is not enough glycogen stores in the liver, so we have to start burning fat. So it's the simplest way to take care of excess fat. So basically, I'm actually giving you an opportunity to feast, enjoy food by fasting.
Thank you so much, Dr. Anand Chockalingam from MU Healthcare. It's always a pleasure to have you here. Please
Thanks
come
so
back
much.
again.
Thank you. Look
All
forward
right.
to it.
All right. Monday at Love Inc. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.